Well, a trade dispute that began with Japan's change of export controls or export restrictions on three materials used to make semiconductors and displays to South Korea is intensifying by the day. The feud is bound to hit the boiling point with Tokyo's plan to expand its export restrictions by dropping South Korea from a list of 27 countries granted preferential trade status as early as tomorrow. Let's get an expert's view. Joining me from Tokyo is Dr. Yukiko Fukagawa, professor of economics at Waseda University. Dr. Fukagawa, welcome to the program. Now, which industries do you think will be hit the hardest if Japan removes South Korea from its white list?
I'm sure probably that the procedure takes much longer time if compared before. So it may affect the quick and flexible investment in Korean side, but also it will affect the constant and stable export from Japanese side also. So in the end, both parties will be negatively affected, unfortunately.
Now, as a Japanese economist with global knowledge and expertise, what do you think, or what do you believe is Prime Minister Abe's true motive behind such measures?
I think the real message that our government, since I'm not in the government, I don't know exactly, but as far as I know, the message that we are trying to send to Korean counterparts is that we've totally lost certain trust on Korean counterpart, and that's it. So if only we can recover the trust again, anything will happen. But the issue of trust is very much important for Japanese community, and I think that's probably the message that we really wish to bring to the Korean friends.
But is this not politicization of free and open trade values?
Oh, of course. We are so much committed to free trade as Korea does, and as Korea is. So that's why we desperately need some direct talk, especially the bilateral one, because you can. I don't think the globalizations or the politicization won't work for both of us. So we should talk directly.
What's the business sentiment in Japan like? Is Japan's export restrictions and South Korea's boycott of Japanese products and travels impacting Japanese firms as well?
I think business community is very concerned about the development of these situations because we've been enjoying the mutual independence of the business relationship, and we've been receiving a large number of Korean tourists, and we are enjoying the Korean dramas or other cultural products. So many people are quite worrying about this situation.
Well, as a Japanese economist with extensive expertise in the Korea as well, you're well knowledge in both of the worlds. In your view, what are some key countermeasures that South Korea should take in dealing with this issue?
I think one of the things that we can get together is the trying to promote the business society's voice that business should be separated from politicization. And the second thing that we can do is to focus on the benefit of cooperation rather than the rivalries in a bilateral relations. So we have to cooperate together to sustain the WTO regime, and we have to make some consistent free trade agreement or other kind of integration efforts to very much focused on the future-oriented strategy, growth strategy-oriented one. Both economy, I know, is heading more like a software-oriented, Internet of Things, or IT-based, or data-based, or whatever. So we have to broaden our views that we are not so much so that we are not be so much constrained by the 20th century kind of trade balance or this kind of economic rivalries.
Well, Dr. Yukiko Fukagawa, professor of political science and economics at Waseda University in Tokyo, many thanks for your insights this morning. We appreciate it.